good verses to explain why the King James is the real Word of God. And there's, well, you talk about a 3-hour seminar there. But if you look at, I'm going to give you my two favorite to use. I'll usually begin with what the Word of God testifies of itself. I don't believe you have to be somebody that understands manuscript evidence to defend the King James Bible. God gives testimony of His Word within His Word. For example, thy word is true from the beginning, every one of thy righteous judgments endureth forever. So if you've got the Word of God, then it should be true from the beginning. Christ said, sanctify them through thy truth, thy word is truth. The entrance of thy words giveth light. Right? All these, thy word is a lamp unto my feet, a light unto my path. The Word of God gives testimony to itself. So all you got to do now is take the King James Bible and put it to the test. Put all the other Bibles to the test. What fruit did the King James Bible produce between 1611 and 1901? And what happened when America decided they were going to revise the Word of God and come out with the American Standard? Well, Christianity flourished in this country under a King James Bible. Ever since Christians started messing with it, society's been on a steady degrading decline. But the two verses I like to use the most, I take somebody and thy word is true from the beginning, I'll take them to Mark. The Gospel of Mark chapter 1, these are my two favorites. I'm trying not to be too long-winded here, but Mark chapter 1, verse number 2. The King James Bible says, as it is written in the prophets, behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare thy way before thee. Y'all Bible believers here, what did he just quote? Malachi 3, right? Malachi 3:1. Then he says in verse 3, the voice of one crying in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord, make his path straight. That's Isaiah 40 and verse 3. Now, every new translation I picked up says, as it is written in Isaiah the prophet in Mark 1:2. And that's a lie. Because the behold, I send my messenger is not found in the book of Isaiah, it's in Malachi. And so your King James is accurate. It's true. The other ones aren't. The last one is Hebrews chapter 3. Another good one I used. Brother Rod said he loves this one too. Hebrews 3, and it's a shame that I don't have a new translation up here to actually quote what they say.
Well, one's not a shame.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you got one on the phone, what do we got?
I don't even know.
It's the ESV. This is the one they said is. This is the one that they all said is the best one. They've said that about every one that's come out. Hebrews 3:16. If y'all got it there in the King James, let me read it to you in this. Hebrews 3:16, it says, for who were those who heard and yet rebelled? Was it not all those who left Egypt, led by Moses? That's a question he's asking. Who was it that came out of Egypt that rebelled against Moses? It says, was it not all of them? Absolutely not. Caleb and Joshua that rebelled. There's a whole generation of Jews that come out of Egypt that after that other generation dies, they go into the promised land the next generation. And so your King James says, for some when they had heard did provoke, howbeit not all that came out of Egypt by Moses. This one says all of them rebelled. King James says it was not all of them. Now you ask yourself which one's true.